Start my presentation.
Sure, sir.
First of all, very well. I'm very glad to thanks to Naksh Foundation, CyberShield project. Thank you for the Shri the kind invitations for me. Today's topic is the cyber incident response. The cyber incident means you have a whole world in cyber, like the technology incident, technology areas, and all of things you are having that cyber space, having the all technology. The incident means you having that some kind of external peer pressures from your side in the technical field. Then after that, you can respond on the basis of events. There's incident response, and after that, your investigation. The investigation majorly focused at the digital investigation because your using comes under the your digital devices, your laptops, your PCs, your mobiles, and many kind of things. That's the area. We'll start from this area. So objective of this uh, area is came with explain how the cyber operations associate respond to cybersecurity incident. This is the main objective for this presentation. And topic title, we will discuss on this topic in this presentation. 4 topics. First one is the evidence handling and attack attribution. The objective for that, explain the role of digital forensics process. What kind of processes we need in the real life scenarios. Second one is the cyber kill chain. All are aware of it, the cyber kill chain process. Investigation duration. Identify the steps of cyber kill chain. And third one is the most important thing is the diamond model of intrusion analysis. Intrusion analysis means you having the some external networks artifacts in your system and checking the artifacts from your system. And classification of intrusion is that events, log generation using the diamond model. We will discuss it. Response. We are using this some global recognized NIST, National Institute of Standardization and Technology. The rule of 800-16 Rule 2 incident handling procedure to the given incident scenario. This first one is the evidence handling and attack attributions. First one. We'll start from first one. Digital forensics and incident analysis and response. First one, what is digital forensics? So, would you please entertain what is digital forensics? Anyone? Kindly volunteer. Anyone know about the digital forensics? What is digital forensics?
So you could unmute yourself.
Just
No, sir, not you. One of our participants.
Sir, it's tracing the digital footprints uh, through social media or digital devices and investigating into that.
bit of, not a problem. The digital forensics is means recovery, most probably the recovery from your devices. Okay, you have the PC, you have some mobile phones, you have some laptops, you have some gadget, digital and electronic devices, and acquire the data from your devices majorly. Okay, recovery and investigation of info found in digital devices as a related to criminal activity. Basically, in this activity, we are performing and getting from data from the devices and after acquisition and rely on basis on your investigation processes. Second things, we are using some indicators. Okay, so we are talking about IOCs, indicator of compromises. They are evidence that cybersecurity incident has occurred. For example, in mention under the US HIPAA regulation, if data breach has occurred involving patent information, then notification of the breach must be made by the affected individuals. They are the affected individuals' integrities. After that, as a digital forensic analyst, where investigation must use determine the affected individuals and also certified the number of affected individuals so that appropriate notification can be made in compliances with HIPAA regulations. It's the means of required the regulation basis of the digital forensics evidences. At this time, most of the cybersecurity analysis they are working on directly contact with digital forensic evidence. That details contact the member of the organization. Analyst must require first requirements regarding the preservation and handling such kind of evidence. This is the second one things. And this is the full life cycle of that process. Describe the four phases of digital evidence. Okay, in the digital forensic process. First one is the collection. Second one is examination. Third one is analysis, and fourth one is reporting. Okay, collection, identification of potential sources of forensic data and acquisition, handling and storage of that data. In that first step in collection. Second one things is the examination. The examination, the related collected we are analyze the collected data from your the scene of crime. And third one is the analysis and interpretations, drawing the conclusion from the data and correlation from that data from multiple sources. When you collected, like example, is a crime scene, you collected two mobile phones, one laptop. In mobile phones, you collecting lots of metadata, and secondly, multimedia, more audio clips and video clips, also images, photos, all over else. Then after the conclusion, you analysis the metadata, what the timestamps, where the clicking, and last events what happen in the your devices. Okay, and most important step is reporting part. Reporting, preparing and presentation information result in analysis phases. After that, analysis. This is the most important phase of life cycle of DFIR, because without reporting, your all three rest upper three steps is restless and not useful and very kind of such a degradation methods. So as a DFI analyst, first we will follow the life cycle of digital forensics process. First one collection, second one examination, third one analysis, and fourth one is the reporting. The reporting is directly linked with your collection process. Got it? Clear? So we will go to the next slide. Types of evidence. In the legal proceedings, we having the broadly classified some areas, but in this we are using some of main important types evidence. First one is the direct evidence, second indirect, third best evidences, and fourth is corroborating. In these evidences, first one direct, the evidence that was indisputably the possesses the accused or eyewitness. Okay, and second one is the establish a hypothesis, the combination with the other facts. Okay, this evidences is the variable according to the non eyewitness peoples. Simple. Direct evidence means eyewitness evidence. Okay, indirect evidence means no eyewitness, the hypothetical stories. And best evidence, the best evidence means the evidence could be storage devices used by the an accused or archive from files can be proven to the unaltered. Okay, these are the best evidence. There's best evidence and the best tool for the digital forensics analysis. And corroborating evidence, this kind of evidence support the assertion of the development from the best evidence. This evidence is the supportive evidence of best evidence. Okay, when you example, when you go to the scene of crime, you uh, collect a one mobile phone. Okay, then after that mobile phone you're using, of then surrounding that see a involved having some SIM cards, memory card also. But what is the corroborating evidence? The corroborating evidence is mobile SIM cards in the where is kept in wallet. That's the thing. And the collection orders. According to the first one, see this diagram clear? First one is volatile data. Two types of data you having. First one is the volatile data. Second one is non-volatile. Volatile data contains the RAM, random access memories. They having the volatile data. And non-volatile data, they are stored and backup data in your systems. Okay. The most important thing, the RAM dump in at the time of scene of crime. As a income tax cyber auditor, you are going to the raid in the company. First, your work is acquire the RAM. Okay, take the RAM dump. For what is the tool for the RAM dump using? Axiom, magnet RAM dump. Okay, volatility. That's the tool for the RAM dump as an incidents on the same time. Okay, and this is the disk memory we are using for this is the disk content, read write values. Second one, the Windows registry, Windows logs, Windows forensics, all kind of logs and events are considered in these areas. Okay, random access memories in contents all the RAM activated files. They are having some malicious activities, some transactions, some file memories. Okay, that's parts of things. Is the non-volatile. Non-volatile data means they have backup data. Data stored in RAM, the most volatile data, it is lost when the device is turned off. Okay, this is the important thing. The collection of digital evidence should be begin the most volatile evidence and proceed to the least volatile. Okay, first step is least volatile. Clear? Okay. Then after that, details of system from which system devices are collected, including what is kind of thing, access, system controls, level of permission, lots of things are next is important chain of custody. Chain of custody as a DFI, role as a DFI in the digital forensics analyst and the digital forensics experts. You having that first things is chain of custody, maintain the chain of custody. Chain of custody involve that collection, handling, preservation and secure storage and transportation from the FSL, forensic science laboratory for the analysis process. Detailed records should be kept in following what kind of records are required, who it discovered, who it collected for the evidence. Okay, all details regarding the handling of evidence, including time, place, and personal involvement. Okay, who is primary responsible, the evidence, who is responsibility assigned, and custody change. This is my question for you guys. Can you give the answer for this? Who is the primary responsibility of that evidence for the evidence? Please, who is? Let's please centrate. Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes, please. What is the who is primary responsibility for the evidence? Who is taking the first ownership of that?
Sir, investigating officer.
Yes, investigator. What the rank of investigation officer?
At least SI, sub inspector.
Yes. Yes, good. SI is the first investigation officer on the duration of taking the responsibility. They are signed, they're filling the whole details, they're maintaining the chain of custody from scene of crime to courtroom. Okay. Who is the physical access to the evidence while it's the stored? Access should be restricted to only the most essential personnel. Who is the physical access to the evidence?
SI inspector.
Physical access, only physical access. In forensic science laboratory, having the separate sections in digital forensics, cyber forensics. Okay, they're having this first scientific officer. They're taking the open the case. Okay, they all things are mentioned in detail. Then after that, they can start doing the investigation on the devices and all kind of digital evidence. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Sure. Next, data integrity and preservation. This is the most important things. After that, investigation, duration of investigation. Timestamping of files should be preserved. Okay. Hence, the original evidence should be copied and analysis should only get conducted one copies of list. You would make sure first take a original copy. Okay. Then and for the end, second one the analysis for the analysis process. Second one, the timestamp may be part of the evidence. What time you shall start your device for the investigation, opening files, original media should be to avoid. Okay, only thing the main importance of your main parts of your system. Second, archive and protect for the original disk to keep in the original. We are using for the isolate environment for the investigation process. Third, last one. Fourth point. Special tools should be used for the preserve forensic evidence before device is shut down and evidence is lost. Okay. Most of the some special tools like volatility and some UFED and Xtero FTK and magnet. That's kind of tools are using for the special for the preservation. And users should not disconnect it, unplug the turn off infected machine unless explicitly told to do so. Security personnel. There's the hierarchy. Okay. There's for all for process ensure any evidence of the malpractice which will be preserved. Okay. And indicator of compromise can be identified. That that's all processes compulsory and needful. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We can start with that. Next is the contributions. This is the core infected core area of the cybersecurity. Threat attribution refer to the act determining the individuals and kind of organization or maybe and may not nation. But at this time for nation. Operation Sindoor is also is the live example for the attacks attribution. Okay. And identifying the responsible threat actors should occur through the principled and systematic investigation for the evidence on the as a first responder. Okay. In this evidence-based investigation means what is the meaning of evidence-based investigation? Evidence-based, yes, please. Incident response team taking the charge of the evidence base. They're having some kind of evidence like some intrusion networks are comes in your networks. Okay. So as a first taking that TTP. TTP means tactics, techniques, and procedure. There's TTP for
Procedures.
yes. There's tactics, techniques, and procedures that were used in incident where the known is the experts. And for the some aspect of threat can be added attribution like a location originating or what kind of host IP address and IP address intrusion detection, MAC address detection, and firewall logs, histories, and host name also. We are checking that. And DSCP networks, dynamic host control protocols. Also, there's the main working and intrusion detection for the network forensics. We are using tool is Wireshark. The Wireshark is for the work on for the network forensics. Got it? For the specific devices. And the most important, you all are aware, I think, Metri attacks and frameworks. What is Metri attacks? Okay, yes. The Metri advisor attack means Metri advisor tactics, techniques, and common knowledge. These are the full form of the metrics. Unable to ability for what is the ability? Detect attackers tactics, techniques, and procedures as part of threat defense and attack attributions. This is the main crux and important information is this. What is matrix? Is it metric? A advisor, T tactics, then T techniques and common knowledge. CK means common knowledge. The detects only for the detectors is tactics, techniques, and procedures. Tactics consist the technical goals for the attackers, and techniques are means they using the techniques are accomplished. Then procedure is specific action taken by the threat access techniques that having that been identified accordingly. Metric threat framework is the global knowledge when used for the threat vector behavior. The important. This framework is designed to enable structure for exchanging information between the community of user and Metri. This is the user. Not do an internet search on Metri attack to learn more about the tool. Having some Metri attacks tools are available. Metri tool stacks are available. Snort, IDS, IPS, Suricata, and volatility. And most of the Metri attacks we are checking the Suricata and Shodan.io. These are the taking the online efficiencies. Matrix X frameworks. This figure shows the analysis of ransomware exploits the any doctrine from that any doctrine online sandbox. Okay, this is the online sandbox. The column show the enterprise attack. Here the enterprise attack. The column shows the enterprise attack. Matrix tactics with the techniques are used. First one execution. The what is the browser extension? Okay, we know a browser extension. And second one is that execution of API from your attacking system and user execution is the same things. Okay, then what after execution we need to modify the registry on that same time. Okay, after that install the root certificate from the defensive. Okay, got it. All the root service certificates are installed, then after we can using the discovery of the attacks in ransomware exploit. After that query registry, some query registry are generated. Okay, I will suggest you all participants Download cyber triage tool for the practical purpose. Okay, cyber triage. Then now we can move for the cyber kill check. These are the steps of cyber kill check. First one is recognition, researching the target information. Okay. Second one is the weaponization, pairing a remote malware with backdoor to create a payload. Okay. Then third one is the delivery, where to deliver the payloads. Okay. Fourth one is the exploitation, execute code on vulnerable system by the triggering the codes. After that, installation. After that installation, the target, the command and control systems are executing, they manipulate the target, and after that, action on objective attacker use hands on keyboard, access the achieve the object the attacks. These are the cyber kill chain process. Okay, guys, clear? These are the 7 steps for the cyber kill chain process. Any question, any doubt from this area in cyber kill chain? Okay, no doubts. Very good. Recognize. They are having the two types. First one is advisory tactics and soft defense. Advisory tactics plan and conduct research means you having the harvest email addresses, identify employee on social media, collect all public relation information about it, your organization. And soft defense means web logs are alerts what kind of internet and malicious internet you are inserting your company's domains and changing some malicious and sending some malicious emails from your institution, your company also. And weaponization, they use the information for the we're gonna develop a weapon against specific targeted organization. Delivery, during this step, weapon is transmitted to target using the delivery vectors. Exploitations, after the weapon delivered, the threat actor uses the break the vulnerability and can control the target. The main difference techniques. And his installation process. After they install the whole source codes and malicious code and codes also, then backdoor entry. And command and control, we are command and control, we are using that go to establish the network and target systems, the communication of the system. After that, action the object. This is the main object. Action the object is final step to the cyber culture that describe the threat actor. Got it? Clear? This is the main important crux of that cyber culture process. Now, the diamond model of intrusion detection. This is the important model, and diamond rule, we are also called a diamond rule. You seeing this triode having some it triode shape, but it's a quadrant. Means, but first one is that the triode model intrusion analysis represent a security incident or event. There's a two things: security incident and or event. Means event in that the happening the duration of your system, happening some activity in your system. This is the event. But security event means there's some security features in your systems. Like I'll show something demonstration. The screen is visible. My screen is visible, guys.
So the presentation is visible.
Okay, just a minute. Now visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the event viewer, your last logs history you are taking. Okay, so I'll show something, the critical information. That's the critical information that's showing in the last my 7 updates. But now I'm checking my Windows logs, some application logs and security. So now I'll checking my security updates. Okay, in security, having some issues. Last updated logs in my 25 March, and duration time is what is that? Special logon means I allow at this time I credential with the using the activity in my system's email ID, and you can check the details for that event data, the subject ID, subject username from where my system. But what is the primary privilege? By using this primary information. That's authority. Authority means anti-authority using. Okay, and I'll go for that systems. These are the systems. Okay, I'll check my information. Virtual disk. Okay, last virtual disk. I'll checking my virtual disk. Okay, this one using. So time is that here, and now I go to the details. What is details? What is this? Systems, virtual disk, my virtual memory. Okay. The keywords here, system times, duration of that time, event record, there's the event ID. Okay. System process. Now I'll go for that. Command prompt. Okay. Now, when you as a cyber incident responder, you can check the first system info. What's kind of PC you have, what kind of investing. Here, you having the full dump of your systems. You check. Okay. Product ID. What is my product ID? Original install date, where I installed my dates of data. 2026 boot time. First time I boot my, and today I boot time. What is boot time? I'll boot in 9:38 in morning. After that, I'm not log out my PC. Okay. This is the time duration. System manufacturer HP logo. My system architecture is that x64 best PC. Okay, the process is that. BIOS version. Okay, this is my dynamic. Okay, this is the dynamic my HP server. Okay, this is my IP. First IP address is the first primary IP address for it, and this is my MAC address. Got it clear? Okay. Now, okay,
Yes, sir.
and I'll show something about as a cyber defender. You can use tools. Just a minute. A tool are using in very famous tool. I'll give that velociprinter. Veloci this tool. Okay, this tool I'll check. Copy bar. You can paste your this tool's extension here, and this tool is the GUI based tool. Okay, now I'll start GUI. Digging deeper. This is the start this tool. Okay, clear? Showing? No, I'll move for that username. I forgot my username, but what can we do? First one, we can create username. I forgot my username. Oh, I forgot my. Oh, I forgot. Sorry, I forgot my username. When you installed Velociprinter, you see all kinds of details. Okay, the process ID and system information. Clear? There's other checking the whole parts, all things. And now we can move for the registry editor. Registry it is the dynamic online tool, dynamic tool for your all the basis of your systems. Okay, you having the registry binary systems. How to check your registry binary system? You can check the registry binary system first. You can also import some files. Registry. Let's start. Yeah. So today I will part you can check on your software. Okay, now click the softwares, then you can go for that access applications and OSM extension, the registries and shell also, and open that is all things here. Same. This one is also a Xiaomi tool. We can go for it. Yeah. So we can move for the diamond trial adversary. Okay. The capabilities means the tools or techniques used by the adversary attack of the victim. And third one is the infrastructure. Infrastructure means you have the network path used for the adversarial. Adversarial means parties. Okay, they establish the maintain command and control over the capabilities. And fourth one is that victim. Adversary, okay, capabilities and infrastructure. These are the triad process. After that, what is the exploitation here? Is the victim target the attack. Meta features expand that you slightly include the important elements. What kind of elements? Timestamps, phases, result, direction, methodology, and resources. Check timestamps. What is kind of timestamps you needed? Information there. This is the binary informations. Okay. Timestamps means what would this is the time. Okay. You can sorting last updated. Is the sorting the time. Okay. Here. The sorting the time. And create the custom view. You also custom create the custom view. Check what is the log last updated logs. I last log. My last log is 41. What can I do? Check. He'll check also. Successfully schedule the software protection services. Reason that duration that during that rules engine means we are checking that access control of the system application. But I'm checking the my one application. What application? Well, it is. This is process ID, the main process. And and check our the process IDs. Performance. next one. The diamond is a employee report the computer is acting abnormally. A host scan the security technician indicates the computer. Okay. Then after that infected malware, checking the infected malware, what kind of malwares are affected or not. And analysis of malwares. Okay. CNC, command and control means domain name system. Resolve the IP address listing. And the IP address I use to identify the adversaries. Okay. I'll show something in the live domain name systems. Okay, so you can search the DNS dumpster.com. Anyone give me a university website, guys? Guys, please give me your university name. University
University
website
of
name.
Rajasthan.
University of Rajasthan. Okay. So search. I think UOR UOR.ac.in. Okay, I think this one. Okay, we are dumping the domain names of the University of Rajasthan. The map generation, University of Rajasthan, not here. Okay, University of Rajasthan. I'll check the domain name.
So you can try different one.
Yeah, I'll show different one. You can like that. I search nfsu.ac.in. Okay. Yeah, sure. Here we show the dumping of the domain name system. What the domain? I'll search only for nfsu.ac. I'll show that host academic IP addresses. First one, academics IP here. Okay. Second, admin. Third, beta. The Bhopal campus, Bhubaneswar campus, career, Chennai. The suppose you are a pen tester and attacker. You have IP address of Chennai campus of NFS. You can directly attack on this IP address. Okay, you can got all things information. All information are you done. Okay, having this one, see something you can download from the Excel file from here, and now you can go to the. I'll show something about DNS mail exchanges services. Where is the mail exchanges? This one is the MX means mail exchanger. Mostly the email is exchanges only on these domains. Okay, and use these IP. NFSU using this IP address for the emails exchanging. Got it? Clear?
Yes, sir.
I think I show something. ISRO. Sure. Yeah, the DRD is already. The ASN networks means the active server name, Realtel. They are using the Realtel networks. Okay. And DDF, DRDO email address issue. There's the incident. Here the incident. After that, there is your responsible for your after how to check the investigations. Then we are moving forward the next. This is the protocol systems. Here the incident response. How to respond. Incident aim then limit the impact of attacks, assess the damage caused, and implement a recovery procedure. Okay, the incident response involve methods, policy, and productions. Now, first one is the below summary some plans, policy elements and plan elements and procedure elements. First is statement of managements, purpose of object, scope of the policy. There are some theoretical aspects for that policy. Policy of elements. What kind of incident had happened, and we can also plan in future for to prevent this incident, and what kind of procedure we are using, technical processing using technical norms and filling out the forms and following checklist. We are planning also. The stakeholder involved handling the management. What kind of net handling? Management, information assurance, IT support system, legal department, public affair and media relations. Human resource department is also important. Business continuity planners, physical security and facility management are stakeholders. Requirement of stakeholders. First one, level 3, level 4, level 5. They are establishing the NIST frameworks. Okay, this framework the NIST framework. What is the tactic? What is the full form of TTP? Guys, what is the full form of TTP?
Tactics, technique, procedure.
Good, perfect. These are the use knowledge of TTP. Attackers TTP to refine incident response planning and execution. Scripted and systematic computer forensic data gathering the techniques only on. This is the information of life cycle. We are also discussed in that life cycle. First one is the preparations, detection and analysis, and contaminant reduction and recovery are also reversible for that based on detection analysis. Post incident activities in the CSIT for work. Okay, in India, which organization are reporting the incidents? Report and maybe response. Which organization? Are you hear about certain?
Yes,
Hear
sir.
about what is certain? Certain is the computer emergency response team India. They are finding some vulnerabilities in all. Some people are reporting that vulnerabilities and all kind of malicious activity, and this organization are working on responses. Okay, the certain. The work of is certain. First one, preparation. Preparation phase is when CERT is created, the trained, the tools and assets, the needs of the team investigator incident require the deployed model. Okay. And after that preparation, we are using the detection analysis. Detection analysis means attacks, detect the attacks vectors, web, email, loss, theft, and impersonation, and multimedia and also detection, automated detection, antivirus, IDS means intrusion detection systems, manually and maybe some technical aspects. Analysis use network. We are using network forensics to network forensic like tools, Suricata, and one more another is the Wireshark and Netcat and Zillers. They're the tools. Scoping provide information on the containment of incident and deeper analysis of the effects. Got it? And incident notification
Yes,
notified.
sir.
And incident notified the just providing the information, contaminant information, deeper analysis. Okay. After that completion, we are now moving for the containment. Containment means for every step of incident is containment, the strategy should be created and enforced depending on some condition. Evidence during the incident must some gathered, resolve, require some techniques. Okay. So I'll show in command line we can move the task list. Let's show task list. Okay. So these activities are comes under in my PCR going. Okay. They're having some PIDs. PIDs is process IDs. Okay. There are some process IDs in checking them. And what we do that another one that and checking the our status in for the networks. What we will do net stack there my IP address. This is my phone. Okay, this is the local address. The foreign address. State means established. Network is established. When I disconnect on this network, the network is not appropriate, not established. Got it? Clear? Clear from here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And how to check the get. Let's see another things. Post incident. Post incident means then having much more techniques. They're the lesson learned. What we do with the revise the effectiveness, the review the effectiveness of the incident handling process, lesson learned. The main things is lesson learned process. Identify necessary hardening needed for existing security control practices. We are needing a post incident activities and making the future plans and maintain and sustain the incident responses quickly basis. Okay, incident data collection and retention. Collection process collect the data and lesson learned from that item, and retention means prosecution and data type and what kind of cost of hardware we are using. This the not very using for the incidents majorly. And reporting requirement of information sharing. The government regulation should be consolidated and legal team will be with your organization and responsibility for the reporting of the incident. Okay. NIST also recommends some organization coordinate where the organization share details for the incident, critical recommendation, and most of the plans of incidentation or regarding. Lab incidentation practical examine practicals, but due to time foundation, will okay, just a minute.
Sorry, you are not audible.
Yes, yes, I just I'll do in lab for me. Right. Some more commands for you. It's the rank query is for uses. Okay, then we are using that tasks. This is the tasks. We are scheduled tasks. What kind of scheduled task is scheduled or not? Okay. OneDrive, one machine is ready, schedule tasks and for futures. We are taking that checking. Some people are checking. Okay. My drive task is 10 more. 26 status is ready for updation. You check your system updates in future before the updation. You can check. Zoom update, the ready for that 2852. Okay, the folder there they are not scheduled because the I'm not scheduled. This is the schedule. Net friendly also. Okay, now all things clear. So in moving forward, another things. Digital forensics and incident response and analysis and response we are observing. In this session, we are working on that first digital forensics. Second one IOCs. We are talking about IOCs. What kind of IOCs they are using cybersecurity domain and forensics procedures, steps, collection, examination, analysis, and reporting process. And we are talking about the TTPs, tactics, technology, techniques, and procedure parts also. Third one is we are using for the talking about that metri attacks and cyber kill chain process, diamond model rules. Okay. Then after that, we can move for that policies, parts, analysis, diamond rule, incident response policies, and user and organization response. Got it? That's are the and there's a new terms and commands for you guys. Okay, see digital forensics, automatic evidences, chain of custodies, tactics, new commands for you, cyber kill chain, advisory, diamond model of intrusion, response, computer security incidents, CSIR means computer security incident response capabilities. Got it? Incident response policy, incident response standard SOD, standard operating procedure plus and demanding disclosures. Cybersecurity maturity, CMMS, CMMC, containment, reduction, precursor, lesson learned, and very well. Thanks to all for this joining the session, and I'm very open to all showing for that any kind of query and all things when from my side I'm open. If you have any question,
Excuse me, sir.
yes.
So will we get this PPT after the session?
The PPT is shared with that organizers. They will share it.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, sir.
Whereas high section, where from?
So I'm from.
In the which college?
I'm currently in Holker Science College.
Kolkata. Course name?
I'm currently enrolled in BSc Computer Science and minor cybersecurity.
Okay, great.
Thank you, sir.
Any another questions? I'm open, guys. The platform is open.
Sir, I have
Thank
another
you so much.
question.
Yes, please.
So, like in the command prompt, you were showing the netstat command. Uh,
Yes.
what I have doubt about is in the state, what does the listener means? Like sometimes it shows listening and listener.
Listener means the network's listening process. Okay. Next stage means the receivers and similar listeners. I'll show. I'll show. My screen is visible.
No, sir.
Yes, it's visible now.
So I have this one process, and now I go to the analysis display all for applying as a filter. Conversation filter is very important. Having listeners protocols packets. So my hello, I'm audible.
Yes,
Yes.
sir, you are audible.
Yes, that it means the net states only for the labeling what is the listener is only indicates the network application, okay, or services. What kind of services they're using for the SSH services, okay, like web servers where you dump web server services. Yeah, yes, don't start. Yeah, okay. The web service opened only for socket. They're waiting for the incoming traffic on specific port. What is your port are using in this one? Time waiting. Time waiting means they are waiting for the services for the ports. Okay. This is the foreign addresses STPs. Got it clear?
So does it means the device is compromised?
Not meaning of that not compromised. They are waiting for the network. Open a socket and waiting for incoming traffic on specific port. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
A A to B is the specific port number. They're mainly for the SSH. The TCP protocol are also is using. Okay. That set is only for the showing numerical addresses. Any other questions for? Guys, I'm open for any question. I have any question.
Participants can drop their questions in the chat bot, or if they wish to speak, they can raise their hands. We'll call them one by one. So the participants would like to connect with you on LinkedIn for further interactions. If possible, you could share your name.
Yeah. Yes, I'm really interested. Okay, great. I mean, in such ways. My name is, you can search my name in Google and I will. Okay, sure. May I leave, Lakshita?
Thank you, sir, for the enlightening session and addressing every question with such clarity. This session has reshaped how we understand cyber incident response, digital investigation, and the role of law and technology in safeguarding society. Um, with this, our first session of 3 days advanced cybersecurity course, our day comes to an end. Hope you all enjoyed this session. On behalf of Sri Indu College of Engineering and Technology, Trinity Polytechnic Pune, Government Holkar Science College, and Project CyberShield, we extend our sincere gratitude to Mr. Vinay Aseri for delivering such an insightful and engaging session. His clarity and real world expertise have given all of us a strong beginning to this journey of digital safety and investigation. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. Okay, got it. Okay, guys. Any hope and query? I'll drop my support.
Thank you very much, sir, for this session.
So you can Google search me in Google. Okay. Okay, but guys, we'll meet soon anyway. Thank you guys. Very well. Very well.
Thank you, sir.